It's 5:48, the 6th of July, 2010. 96 degrees in this apartment. Oh, that was reading 96. Now it's reading 94.7. Wonder how it dropped. Oh, I know. It's my new Danby portable air conditioner. Alrighty. Some of the things it comes with is obviously the air conditioner unit, a remote control, a hose, not the bucket, a collar, a flexible hose which connects to this collar, and you can't see it, but there's a fastening collar here that attaches to this PVC fitting. And here's your window or sliding door fixture, depending on how you use it. One thing I have noticed, this is a 7,000 BTU unit, by the way, which if you have a small apartment with very limited power supply, in my case 60 amp service, this will work for you. And it will do a good job on one room. Now, as you can see, I have that set up, and I took some old socks that I don't wear to stuff the window there. There's some negligible holes, which pretty much are exposed because I don't have a window for the storm way. It's a multi-purpose unit. It's more than an air conditioner. See, if you use this button, which is the cycle button, you can cycle between air conditioner, which is what it's on now, and you can see the 75. If I hit the up and down buttons, which I'm doing right now on the remote, you can set the temperature. That might be just a little lofty, but let's just try it. If I hit the mode button again, now I'm into humidifier mode. If I hit the fan button, which is here, you can probably see on the display that I am adjusting the speed of the fan. Hit this again. Now it's just fan mode, and I'll do the fan demonstration again. Medium, low, full. And automatic, it pretty much figures out what it thinks it should do. Sorry, my camera's fogging up. And here we are back to air conditioner. If I leave it alone, it'll set itself to the temperature I got there, 74. You can kind of do the same things here. Your fan speed, your mode, and your selections, up, higher, lower. This button here is to set the timer, and this one cancels it. And this button allows you to set it to Fahrenheit or Celsius. And the timer, it just tells it how long to run. It doesn't tell you how to... It shuts off after so long. Alrighty, now for the operation. It's a little challenging to cool down a room. Now, today's an extreme day. It's about 100 degrees, 65 to 70% relative humidity, 7,000 BTU unit, along with an apartment that has pretty much no insulation, is going to be very hard to get cooled down. In fact, yesterday it was a couple degrees cooler, and it managed to get this room down to 84, and pretty much didn't do much to the other room. Another minus is that these PVC slides come in ridiculously large sizes. So in order to fit in a window, I had to cut one of these. You can see that it's jagged. I didn't have a proper tool. I just X-Acto knifed it to death till I could snap it. And that's how I get it to fit there. You might notice I have a parka liner over this hose. And the reason being is this hose kind of works against the air conditioner. Because as the air conditioner is putting out really nice, cool air, the hot air it's extracting from the room is going out this hose, and it causes the hose to get pretty hot. So now the hose acts as a heater, which goes against the work the air conditioner is doing. So I got that covered. Also, it has a plug here in which, when you run this for a couple hours even, it's a good idea to take the hose, insert it into this fixture here, and run it into a bucket like I'm doing, because any condensation, if you don't attend to it, it will leak and wet your floor, and you probably don't want that. And there is a way at the very bottom, you can't see it because it's dark, and it's a black plug, but there's a plug down there. Don't know what it is. I've never had to use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this run. It's now 5:54. Around 8 o'clock, we're going to see how much it's done. Now keep in mind, this is an extreme day. 100 degrees, 90, it's like 65 degrees relative humidity. So let's see what it does. And it runs on 800 watts of current. Here it is, 8 o'clock. Not much different here in the kitchen. But then again, that's not where this air conditioner is serving. Now this was 97 degrees. It's only been running for a few hours and it's down to 91. And here it says it's 89. But it actually feels quite a bit cooler than that. And no, I'm not really standing in the air. I mean, a little bit, but not much. Again, we got to solve this heat pump problem, but I think I might have done it. And of course, the window is all hot because it baked in the sun. Yeah, it bakes for several hours, even if it's indirect. So that's how it did. Now, in a few days when things become a little more normal, we'll try it then. Alright, this is my final analysis of the Danby. If you have a tiny room like I do, and you don't mind it being somewhat warm, then you can get away with this unit, especially if you want to be budget conscious with electricity, or you, like myself, have a 60 amp service and you don't want to run something that you're afraid might trip a circuit and you have to run to the basement every few times. The apartment was 86 degrees when I came back later this evening, and it brought this room down to 80. And because it's not really meant for large rooms, I don't know if you can see it, it says 84, which, if you're in my position where you probably just want to cool down a room enough so that your electronics don't fry up, because the smaller electronics tend to have lower tolerance towards heat, then yeah, it's a good idea to get this 7,000 BTU air conditioner. If you're expecting it to cool down an entire apartment, no, this will not work. So, that's my review of this Danby 7,000 BTU air conditioner. It does what I want. Although if it gets really hot, it just takes the edge off, which for me is good enough. So if you don't mind a room being a hair warm, then you're fine. If you're looking for it to turn your apartment or room to like low to mid 70s, it's not going to happen unless it's really dry. And unlike the previous two segments, you cover the hose, which conducts heat. That's it. So, depending on what you want, depends on whether or not this is good for you. I have heard that once you cross 9,000 BTUs, these portable units tend to pull their weight a lot better. So, pass, fail, it depends on what you want to do with it. Have a good one.